My wife, a 28-year-old female, doesn't like the consequences of pressuring me, a 28-year-old male, to see my 26-year-old brother again? I will not get into the whole backstory, but summed up simply, my brother was a violent kid who abused me physically throughout our childhood. Our parents got him all the help they could, but it did not stop his violent tendencies. When I turned 18, I went no contact and spent a decade having nothing to do with him. My parents were heartbroken but claimed they understood. I met my wife 8 years ago and I was upfront about my brother's violence toward me. She was horrified by the scars I could show her and the stories I could tell about his violence, and she promised to always have my back about being no contact. We have a 1-year-old son together, and things were going great until 3 months ago. My brother was in prison for over a year, and he was released on parole. Our parents were convinced he was a whole new person and tried to plan a dinner with the whole family. I refused and told them I was not going. They went to my wife, and she decided we should go. I told her no, and I made myself clear that if she wanted to go and risk him attacking her, then I could not stop her, but I would not deal with it again. She wore me down, and when I finally gave in, I warned her that I would resent and blame her as well if he tried to attack me or attacked me again. She told me she was willing to take the risk, and I needed to see that people can change. She was very confident I would be eating my words and we would be fine. We are not fine at all. We actually have marriage counseling starting in 2 weeks. But the dinner went as bad as I expected. Our son was with my wife's parents because that was one hard rule I set, so he was safe. But my brother has not changed. He is still a hothead, and my quietness at dinner got him so worked up that he tried to attack me, and he managed to back me into a corner. My wife had to call the police, and he was sent back to prison. I was fine physically. Emotionally, not as much. I knew it would happen. I feel like garbage for letting my wife convince me in the first place. But I feel so utterly angry with her for pushing so hard and going back on her promise to always support me. She apologized, but it is like I told her. She knew my very real first-hand account and saw the proof on my body, and she still pushed. Had my reflexes been poor, then I would have been in serious trouble, and if he had gone for her, then she would have been too. My dad almost got it as well, but he would still forgive my brother like he did all the other times. My wife does not think it is fair for me to blame her, and she does not like that we need marriage counseling over it, or that the intimacy has been gone since. I asked her if she really expected me to be like, "Oh, it is okay. Why not try again when he is released again?" I told her she would rather believe my parents than protect my safety, and she would have brought our son if I had not dug my heels in there. She is unhappy about therapy but is agreeing to go. In reality, this is a consequence, and it is the only way our marriage could potentially get back on track. But I am not sure, given how adamant she was that I go face my brother. But I am trying because I love her and we have a son. But I am not really sure what to expect because she regrets it. But she also does not seem to fully grasp the seriousness of this. I, a 24-year-old female, want to break up with my magician boyfriend, a 27-year-old male, due to his inappropriate magic trick. My boyfriend, who is 27 years old and male, and I, a 24-year-old female, have been together for 1 year and 3 months. Our relationship has been very loving but has started to get bumpy ever since we moved in together for our 1-year anniversary. A little backstory. I'm in college right now pursuing my master's degree in archaeology, while also working as a library clerk to earn money, whereas my boyfriend works as a magician for parties and events. Despite our different career paths, I have never had a problem with his career choice because it makes him happy. He has always found a way to make every day magical, which has been sweet. About 9 months into our relationship, I had the opportunity to go on a 2-month archaeological excavation in another country for school. Despite us becoming long distance, he had no problem with me going, and he was very happy for me. He would send me gifts, letters, and he even sent things for my colleagues in order to brighten up their days. While we were doing long distance, we made plans to move into an apartment when I got back due to how much we missed each other. And a few days after I returned, we moved in together, which has been awful so far. Before living together, we would see each other a few times a week due to my busy schedule. But now that we live together, we see each other all the time. And he has started to do magic all the time. He will make my keys disappear as I am trying to go to work or school. He tries to practice his card tricks on me while I am doing homework. He makes the cleaning rag vanish when I ask him to clean. And he has recently done something that makes me want to end the relationship. I have never been in this serious of a relationship before, so I do not want to throw our loving relationship away just because of these bad few months. Last month, we were getting steamy and he went down on me, which is not unusual. While he was going down on me, he was saying some dirty talk here and there. I was lost in the moment for obvious reasons, but I snapped out of it when he said, "Oh, how did that get in there?" And I watched him pull a coin from my crotch. He found the coin moment hilarious, but it just took me out of the moment and instantly made me annoyed, so we stopped. Later I told him that him doing magic in the bedroom made me literally dry up, so I asked him to keep that kind of magic out of the bedroom. He explained to me that he was trying to make me laugh and have fun, and he did not apologize for it. I talked with some of my friends about it, and they thought it was funny, so I figured that I was overreacting and needed to lighten up a bit. But he did not do any magic tricks in the bedroom for the next few weeks. However, 4 days ago, we were having sex and he suddenly started to yell, "Ow!" So I quickly got off of him and was asking what was wrong. He tells me, "I think there is something in you, let me check." I laid on the bed like I was at the gynecologist because I trusted that if something was wrong, then he would find it. After like 2 minutes he says, "Oh, here it is." And I watched as he was pulling up a long ribbon thing that kept going and going and going. It took a second for me to realize that it was one of his magic tools that he had purposely put in me while he was checking to see what he felt. He found it hilarious and could not stop laughing while he was pulling the string more and more. I ripped the thing out myself and I yelled at him for doing another magic trick like that, even though I told him not to. He told me that he was just adding more fun to our sex life, and that he wanted to see what the magic trick would look like if it was coming out from a crotch. The original magic trick involves putting the coil thing in your own mouth and pulling out the plastic string for a while. I was so angry that I made him go stay at his parents' house for the past few days. This morning I talked with him some more, but he still thinks that it is not a big deal. I get that he is a magician and that he loves magic, but I am still upset about him breaking that boundary I had set. I am fine with his magic tricks 85% of the time, but sex is where I draw the line. I am demisexual, so I need to have a strong, trusting, and close relationship with someone before I can even think about having sex with them. So him breaking my boundary has really hurt me, and I have lost my trust in him. However, everyone I have talked to about the situation says that what he did was hilarious. And I have been told by multiple people that I am overreacting, which is why I decided to go to Reddit. We have built a strong relationship and I really saw myself marrying him one day. I fully trusted him, and now I do not know if I ever can again. Should we break up? Or can we fix this and stay together? I am lost, so I would appreciate any advice. Thanks. First off, no, this story is not AI or fake. It is sadly true, but I can understand why people would think that it is AI due to the absurdity of it. Secondly, thank you everyone for the advice in the comments of my previous post. I was lost and looking for some advice because of the uncomfortable situation, and the people around me felt differently about it than I did. People in the comments were right, and I should trust my own feelings rather than searching for answers from the people around me. That is something that I have struggled with my whole life because my family is very reliant on each other, and my parents are both helicopter parents. So I learned from a young age that I could not trust my own instincts because other people know better, which is why I asked my friends and mom about the situation. I have a lot more work to do in trusting myself, but at least I am working on it now. Here is the update. After my previous post, I read through some of the comments and realized that what my boyfriend did would be considered assault. It was not something that I had even considered because I was only seeing it as him doing something stupid in the bedroom that broke my boundary and made me uncomfortable. But seeing those comments opened up my eyes a lot. If he was willing to break my boundary only after a year of dating and could do that to me in the bedroom, then what else could he be capable of? I met with him the next day at our apartment, and I told him about my feelings, which he did not seem to care about. I showed him the Reddit post, so that he could see that other people were also uncomfortable with what happened. He read through your comments, but when he saw the word assault being used a few times, he got really aggravated. I had never seen him that angry before. He was screaming nonstop, and he even whipped my coffee mug across the room. I ended up crying because I was scared, and I think that snapped him back to reality or something because he stopped yelling and was trying to comfort me. I made him leave our apartment again because I did not want to be around him anymore. That night, my friends helped me pack up my stuff and they took me to my parents' house, which is where I am at now. After I was out of the apartment and safe, I called him and broke up with him over the phone because I did not feel comfortable doing it in person after his previous reaction. I am so upset that I wasted over a year of my life dating him and even thinking about a future with him. Thank you all for giving me the courage to follow my feelings and break up with him for good. I really appreciate it. Also, thank you for all the jokes. It has lightened the mood and has helped me feel a bit better about this situation. Yes, to the commenter who said it, the magic is gone, and it is time for me to disappear. Thank you for listening to the Reddit Chronicles. Subscribe for more videos.